This is Solomon Davis, Right Side Trader. Today is September 7th, 2024, and this is my weekly market review where I'm reviewing the Russell 2000 on a quarterly chart, monthly chart, weekly chart, and a daily chart. This is all for educational purposes only. As we all know, trading is risky. You can lose money at trading. So please check with your financial advisor. Please check with your significant other and make sure trading is something that is suitable for you. All right, let's jump over here to these charts and see what we see. I noticed something right away. I have different lines set up based on how when I'm trading. This is my paper account, and in my live account, I know I have a line up here on this high. You may not, if you can see what I'm talking about. I'm gonna do it right now, right here. Let me do escape. I just want to set this chart up a little bit different because I was looking at this level, looking at this range right here in the market this week when we was trading, and I want to do this. I want to edit properties, and I like showing it like that. And I'm gonna show it. Do the same thing here. Edit properties, and I want to show it like that. Usually, yeah, as you know, this is a different. This is for these highs down here, but the market this year has come up into this range right here and in this area here. It's kind of like I could just put something down here, and it was trending and trying to make higher highs. You can still probably see this, you know, on this, looking at this weekly chart. And it came down here and did this poke down here and popped back up, and now we're turning around. But let's just jump over here to this quarterly chart. Let me stay in a normal format the way I do this and maximize this and go here. All right, on the quarterly chart, what we see, we're still above the pivot, still above the central pivot, still below R1. Still green on the quarterly chart. The Russell is still kind of like really hasn't gone anywhere. It's in its little tight little range. It hasn't dropped back down to below 200, the buy area, I call it. And above 210 is the sell area. So $10, you know, that's good. You know, good trading there. No trade recommendation there though. But that's what I see here. The Russell is still not going anywhere at all. But on the monthly chart, as we listen down here on this monthly chart now, what we can see here, the Russell has formed almost like an evening star. So it is getting pretty bearish with the rest of the market and all. The Russell has already come down and kissed the 9-10 moving average, pull back off of it a little bit. But come next week, it can't. This year, as we can see, as we can see this year, it's been staying above the 10. You know, it got a push down just like everybody else did last month, but it did end up coming back above and pushing up, opening up, getting up higher, and coming back down here and kissing again. The question is, will it end up this month closing somewhere below the 10 and getting a full-on bear market? You know, the Russell, when it gets a full-on bear market, you can end up with another month of this thing actually going down to a lower area. And that's why I kind of want to see that we were in this range right now and see if we can actually come out of that range. These other ones, it's kind of like, okay, since this thing was trending up and all, I'll leave these other ones right here. Let me know. Again, I'm at the top of a supply area, and being on top of the supply area, see how this market is going to react here on the Russell. But let's go down to the weekly chart and take a look at that, because we'll be able to see a little bit more detail of what's going on here. And I do want to see it just like that. These are these little thin lines that I put in up here. These were the major lines for the whole year where this thing was in a range down here. And then this year, it started fighting above this area and chopping above this area, and then finally giving a big push out of this area. It did this a couple of years ago and caught me in a trade on the wrong side of the market. And it did the same thing, came back and made it okay within a few weeks, and then it pushed back up again, but you don't really care because you got out of your trade. The thing is, the Russell does an up and down thing. The Russell definitely is not a market that goes straight up. The Russell is a market that goes sideways. So again, the Russell is a good trader if you can see the pattern that it's actually doing here, and you have strategies to trade this thing. That's all I really want to say. No trade recommendation. You learn to study the market. Get with us here at Right Side Trading, or get with me, and I can show you some strategies where this thing is fairly easy to trade. You can make crazy money. All right, let's go down to the daily chart and see what we see here on the daily chart. This thing here, the Russell it's best to kind of, it was trending up. It gave you that crazy thing up here, and all couldn't never did come back up here and break this high. And all here these past few weeks, start making all these crazy dojis. You know something was going on, and then finally, boom, come here this week. We ended up down, based a little bit like the other ones. Gave you a nice bearish looking pattern. So this day right here was a good day to actually buy that put, do a put trade, and I did do a put trade and all. So again, you know, when I see it, I'll trade it. But it's hard. It's like most of the time for me, it's hard to want to take that. I don't really, you know, usually you don't get that follow through on these bearish patterns that you see. And here now we have, you know, it's time to take some of those bear trades. And that's all I really want to share this week. This is Solomon, Right Side Trader. Hope you guys had a great week. Hope you guys having a great weekend. And I'll talk to you next week. Have a good one. Bye.